Why wouldn't you come back? We were going to go to the fair. I don't get that. I don't understand.
In all honesty, the reason I didn't come back is that I my pants.
Oh, my God.
Hello?
May I speak to Heather, please?
This is?
Hey, Heather, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Okay.
The radio show?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
No?
Maybe.
Do you know who I am, or are you pretending?
Yeah, I've heard of you guys, yeah.
Okay. All right. So have you ever listened to the show?
Like maybe on accident.
That's the best response ever.
Most people listen anyway, so congratulations. So that's awesome. Hey, I'm calling you today because we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. It's where you go out on a date with somebody, and then if you end up not calling them back after that date, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and ask if something went wrong. We recently got an email about you from one of our listeners.
Uh-oh.
His name is Chris. You guys went out for gelato.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Well, Chris has been trying to get a hold of you, and he's wondering why you're not calling him back.
Oh, God. I feel so horrible. He honestly thinks I'm blowing him off.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Okay.
He thinks that you want nothing to do with him.
Oh, God. I lost my phone. Like, I lost my phone, like, 4 days ago or something, and I just got it today. Like, literally, like, 3 hours ago, I just got a new phone.
That's not even a lie.
I've just been, like, trying to put all my contacts back on it and everything, and, I feel so horrible that he thinks that.
So are you saying you're not blowing him off?
No. Oh, my God, no. I had a great time. I was planning on calling him, like, later today once I got all my contacts back and everything.
Well, that's pretty anticlimactic. I was hoping you had something terrible to say about him, but...
Oh, no. Sorry to disappoint you. I really liked him. We had a great time.
Oh, that's so cute.
Well, in that case...
could you, like, email him or call him and tell him that I will be calling him later tonight?
I could do that, but why don't you just do it yourself? Because Chris is actually on the other line listening.
Hey, Heather.
What? Hi.
Hi. I'm sorry to put you on the radio and have these guys call you. We had such a great date. I mean, we ended it. We said we'd call each other, and then I didn't text or email. I didn't get anything, and I was just worried you didn't want to go on a date again. I really like you. I'd like to go on a second date.
Oh, God. I'm so sorry that this happened. I lost my phone, and it's like my whole world got messed up. I'm so sorry that you thought that. And, yes, I would totally love to go on a second date with you.
Heather, are you sure you want to go on a second date with someone who would just jump to conclusions like that you never wanted to talk to him again after 4 days?
I might have done the same thing, honestly. I don't know.
Give me something. This is like the nicest second date update ever.
Yeah. I mean, you guys are supposed to be helping me out here, guys.
It's just, usually something dramatic happens, and this is kind of boring.
Well, I mean, I don't really have any issues. I mean, I guess the more exciting part of this is that, we don't know what's going to happen in the future, but, we had a good time. And
Heather, you don't even understand the things that we hear in these second date updates from time to time. Like sometimes there was this one guy that we did a second date update with who went on a date with a girl, and then he checked them in somewhere.
Don't do this.
When he got back to the house, there were like comments from his ex-girlfriend, like calling the girl a and saying that he had herpes and stuff like that. Like we've done second date updates where that's happened.
Jubal.
Oh,
isn't that crazy?
God, that's horrible. That is drama that I would definitely want to avoid. That's horrible.
Yeah, can you believe that, Chris? I didn't tell you that story, did I?
No,
that's a crazy one.
That's really bad. But Heather, should we go ahead and start setting up our second date?
Oh, wait, but before we get into that, I want to tell Heather this story because it's like I couldn't believe it when we did that second date update a while ago where that guy was talking about his crazy ex commenting on his Facebook like that. I mean, Heather, could you imagine if that happened to you? You'd probably never want to date that guy, huh?
Yeah, definitely not. I would not want to be in that nightmare situation.
Yeah, I think most people wouldn't want to be. I mean, with a crazy ex like that and then like claiming that the guy has herpes.
Oh, my God, what? Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, that's another thing she said.
In that guy's defense, what if none of that was true? Like, I'm just standing up for that guy. What if none of that was real.
Oh, you just standing up for that guy, huh, Chris?
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't hear that second date update, but I mean, if none of that's true and he doesn't have herpes and the girl's just crazy, it doesn't make him a bad guy.
You know what, Chris? That doesn't even matter. It still means that he's attached to some kind of psycho ex that could do crazy to you later on. You know what I mean, Heather?
Oh, yeah. I mean, they make movies about it, so.
Yeah, they do. Oh, no. It's a good thing that this second date update didn't end up like that, Heather. I'm really happy.
Oh, good. Me too.
Yeah, and it's cool that we could reconnect you guys. This is like the first positive second date update we've had in a while. That leads me to my question. Would you like to go out on a second date with Chris? I will pay for it.
Oh, well, I was going to go out with him anyway, but if you're going to pay for it too, that's awesome.
Chris, you got your second date, man. Way to go.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, Chris, isn't there anything else that you want to tell her before we let her go?
No.
No, I mean, I'm excited for our second date, and I really am sorry I put her on the radio.
I thought there was something else, though.
No. She has beautiful eyes, that we had a lot of fun, and I can't wait to see her again.
Oh, my God.
Okay, yeah, that was it. I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking about something else.
You seal the deal, Chris. You seal the deal. It's good. You're good.
Well, congratulations, Heather and Chris. I hope you guys enjoy your evening out.
Thank you.
Yep,
Thanks,
and take care, Heather, because it could be your last.
You're funny. I don't even know what that means.
Okay, you will. You will. All right, guys, have a good one.
Hello.
Hi, can I speak to Amanda, please?
This is.
Hello, Amanda. How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show? We host a morning radio show, and one of our listeners actually emailed us about you to see if we could get you on the phone.
About me?
Mm-hmm. It's called the second date update. Basically, if you go out on a date with somebody and don't call them back after the date, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and find out what went wrong. I think we kind of know what went wrong on your date. But I could be wrong. The guy that emailed us, his name is Matt.
He wanted you to call me?
Yes, he did.
I can't even imagine why.
Yeah, he said that he really enjoyed your date.
Well, that's pretty interesting, because he's the one that ditched me, so I'm not really sure.
Amanda, what if I told you that he had a really good reason for having to leave your date?
I don't think there is a good reason. There's pretty much nothing that could make me say, "Oh, that makes sense."
Really? I think if you heard his story, you might actually be happy that he didn't come back to you.
I can't even imagine that there is some excuse good enough for him ditching me, leaving me standing there by myself to find my own ride home.
Well, why don't I let him tell you? Because he's actually on the other line listening and then wants to talk to you because he feels really bad about what happened on your date.
Right now?
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not. Matt?
Hi, Amanda.
What do you want?
I just want to apologize and explain what happened, because I know that it seems like I ditched you, and I didn't ditch you.
Matt, you did ditch me. I was standing there for a very long time by myself, and that means that you ditched me.
No, I know. Like, I've been ditched lots of times before, and I understand what it feels like. It's terrible and feel that way. I had an emergency, and I didn't know how to explain it at the time. There wasn't a way that would have been
okay,
bad.
It was weird enough that you left me standing there to go buy a present or whatever, and then you came back and ran right past me. What's your emergency? I can't even understand why this... What's your emergency?
Okay, so remember when we were at the restaurant, how much food I ate?
Yes, I do.
I ate a lot of food.
Lot of food.
Yeah. So I hadn't eaten all day, and so I had to go, like, worse than I ever have in my life. Completely unprecedented. Did not know how to deal with it.
Like to the bathroom?
To the bathroom. I'm trying to be polite. To the bathroom. Number 2, I had to go, like, emergency, like, code red.
Okay, so as adults,
yeah,
you couldn't say, like, when we're in the restaurant, "Excuse me, I'm going to go to the bathroom."
But, see, I didn't have to go at that point. I only had to go when we were walking. So I was like, I got to go now. And
we passed a coffee shop. You could have said, "Let's grab a coffee," and gone to the bathroom there.
I know.
We're not in second grade. I don't understand why you couldn't have just handled it.
I mean, what am I supposed to do here? Is turn to you and be like, hey, I'm about to crap my pants. I'm on a first date with you. You know, I didn't want to, I don't know. Well, I think that was.
I definitely appreciate that you didn't say that, but you could have said something. You could have done anything. Hey, let's go in here together and run away to the bathroom.
What do you, I wouldn't ask you to come into the bathroom while I have to do that. That's like...
Okay, Matt, okay. I'm not trying to be so literal here. I'm just saying we could have gone into the building structure at the same time so I wasn't standing outside on the street wondering where you were.
That would have made sense. That would have made much more sense.
It was really upsetting. I was having a good time, and I was so frustrated. Then I was cold. Then I got embarrassed because I was completely ditched. I went through so many emotions in that half an hour that should never happen on a first date.
I know. I went through a lot of emotions too, and I feel terrible.
So you're the victim of this whole thing? I'm the one that was standing there.
No, you're the victim. I'm sorry. No, you're the victim. My emotions don't matter. That's not the point.
You're the one that had the issues. I was ditched. I'm the one that went home and told my friends I will never do internet dating again because look what this guy did to me. I'm the one.
You know what? I figured that. I figured you were probably telling your friends, and that's fine. You should tell everyone. I understand that. I want to go on another date with you, and I don't care if that's the story that always gets told.
If the bathroom was what you were trying to do and you had to go do it, why wouldn't you come back? We were going to go to the fair. I don't get that. I don't understand.
In all honesty, the reason I didn't come back is that I my pants.
Oh, my God.
And I had to go home.
Are you kidding me? I feel like I'm talking to a child right now.
I'm telling you the truth.
Okay, well, sometimes, and I've never said this out loud, but sometimes it's better to lie than give that many details.
So, Amanda, you prefer...
I mean, I don't know that about you, so, this is how I figured that out. I don't know. I know that.
I would rather anything but knowing that you... I can't even say it. Like, come on.
Amanda, that's what happened. Hey, at least he's honest. You know that. He told us about your date, said that he loved going out with you. He really enjoyed it and thought you were awesome, but he had an unfortunate situation where his body was not working with him, and he kind of ruined his pants, and he tried to go home and do this all in a timely manner, but at that point you were done.
I don't even tell you, I knocked down an old man, too, when I opened the door, and everyone... hated me. Everyone hated me.
Crapped your pants.
I'll tell you everything.
You crapped your pants. You knocked an old man down. You ditched a girl you claimed to be having a good time with. And you never communicated any of this with anybody. I'm going to say you have some issues, and I'm not ready to go out again. It's not going to happen.
Amanda, are you sure? Because I would like to ask if you'll go out on a second date with Matt. We will pay for it.
Come on.
I don't think it's going to be a good idea.
Weird. From the recap that you just said, it sounded like a fantastic time. I'm surprised that you're saying no.
That's true. All that's true. And good news is, that the worst it could go with me is that. That's the bottom. And that's
Wait a minute.
Not a normal bottom.
I'm sorry, I can't let you finish. If that's the first date, how is this the worst that it's going to be? It's supposed to be the very best ever.
Oh, but it's all uphill from here.
How are you
Amanda?
guys siding with him? I don't understand this.
Stuff happens, bro.
Whatever. If a girl crapped her pants on a date, none of you would ever talk to her again.
Yeah, that's very true.
I would. I absolutely would. I'd feel so much more comfortable if a girl crapped her pants or burped or did anything gross. I'd be like, that's
Well,
awesome.
you would. You would, because that's your thing.
It was just one time.
All right, well, so Amanda, no, you don't want to go out with him again.
It's not going to happen. I will use it as an example of what not to do for the rest of my life.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Adrian, please?
Yes, this is she.
Adrian, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm sorry. Could you repeat that? Who is this?
Yeah, this is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning, the radio show.
Oh, okay. What is this regarding?
This is regarding a date that you recently went on. We do I'll tell you what it is before you get too weirded out. We do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. You recently went out with a guy named Jesse, and he emailed us about you. So we're calling to find out why you're not calling Jesse back.
Well, this is really weird to be put on the spot like this.
I know, I understand. Do you not want to go out with him again?
I don't.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. Hey, I don't care. You're not saying no to me. You're saying no to him. Why don't you want to go out with him again, though?
So, I mean, I went over to his house for dinner, and he had talked himself up as this really great cook, like one of the best in his circle of friends or whatever. And
he told us the same thing. He said he was a pretty good cook, and he said that he made you his signature chicken casserole.
Yeah, first off, chicken casserole is that's not a food. That's something you take to a potluck. That's something,
I was actually kind of thinking the same thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Come on.
I mean, it's a casserole. It's like a throw-to meal that you do when you're like a working mom.
See, I don't cook. I heard the word casserole, and I was like, wow.
Fancy, right?
That sounds hard.
But, you got to give the guy a break. He's like a single dude, so.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
And, I'm a huge foodie. But, if it's good, if it's delicious casserole, by all means, change my mind. Prove it to me, But it was the worst thing I've ever tasted.
Really? It
Was
was
it
that
like-
bad?
Oh, no.
It was so bad, and he had talked it up so much.
He said that you ate it and seemed to like it.
Well, I was brought up in the Midwest. I have certain manners that I try to,
AKA, you're being
So you were being polite.
Yeah.
Was it like can of mushroom soup bad type of casserole?
Oh, it had to have cream of something soup.
Again, I'm not tracking with you guys because cream of anything soup sounds good to me.
No.
Sounds delicious.
No, that cream of mushroom soup that you get at the dollar store and you pull it out and it's like this gelatinous mass. Listen, my grandma used to make that.
Dude, that cream of mushroom soup. I love that stuff.
Okay, well, if you like it so much, fine. But personally, I would not give that slop to my dog.
All right.
Oh.
Yeah, it sounds like he made a delicious meal to me, but I guess I don't get it. So is that the only reason then that you just didn't like his cooking?
It's one of my deal breakers. One of my priorities is that if I'm going to date someone, he needs to be able to cook. He needs to know how to cook for a woman. He needs to know how to set a table, present a meal.
All right.
Wow.
The comic book thing have anything to do with it? I know that you voiced your concerns about the food. He thought the reason you didn't want to go out with him was his big comic book collection.
Actually, we looked at that stuff after dinner, and I felt physically ill. So I was just trying to, keep it together.
It couldn't have been that bad.
Oh, no.
No, it was. And I don't understand how. I'm really worried because if that's his signature dish, right? It's cold in the center. It wasn't even cooked all the way through. If that's his pride and joy, then what does everything else taste like? I'm completely terrified to think about that being inflicted on another woman.
I feel like this second date update has turned into a Yelp review.
Yeah.
And you're just destroying him.
It's like Food Network right now.
Yeah, well, one of his friends needs to sit him down because they've clearly let him think that he's good at this.
Okay. Well,
Whoa.
Adrian, I do have to tell you that you kind of have already told him because he's actually on the other line listening.
You're kidding me.
No, I'm not. Jesse, you there?
You really didn't like it?
Oh my God.
I've made that for people and they love it. I don't understand.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, Jesse, but they were just being nice to you because it tastes like trash.
Oh.
Wow.
That's disgusting. It's unconscionably disgusting.
Are you
Jesse, nobody's ever told you that your food is bad before? The way Adrian is describing it, it's the worst thing on the planet.
Nobody has even said anything remotely like this at all.
Dude, Jesse, she is being so mean to you. Even if your food is that bad, I don't know why you're still, even being nice to her at all.
Well, if she's right and my cooking's that bad, I can't fault her for being upset about it.
They could,
Nobody's told me this before.
Listen, someone needed to tell you, and someone's told you, so you can move forward now. I guess. You need a class. You need a class.
You said class? I thought you said slap.
I heard that.
I thought you were like, you need a slap. I was like, you want to physically assault him, Adrian?
No. Maybe someone could, but no. Just take a class. If you like to cook, you can get better. I'm sure you can. You can't cook for another woman like that. You just can't. It's not right.
what if I just had an off night? Like, I just wasn't up to snuff. Maybe you just didn't like that particular recipe. What if we have a do-over and I make you baked ziti?
Ooh.
No, absolutely not. No do-overs. No, like, if you can't cook a casserole to warmth in the center, like, that's basic cooking skills. That's common sense.
Adrian, you should be on one of those cooking shows as a judge.
Yes.
Like, you are perfect for it.
I just know good food, and I know what I like, and it's important to me.
Okay, well, at this point, I need to ask you anyway. Would you like to go on a second date with Jesse? We will pay for it.
The only way I would ever go out with Jesse again is if he took a cooking class and he completed it, and I viewed the certificate with my own two eyes.
Wow.
Well, why don't we take one together? Then you know firsthand that I've gotten better.
No, I'm not taking the class with you because I don't need it, frankly. You take the class, you show me the certificate, maybe we can talk. Maybe we can talk.
Whoa.
So I can call you after I take this class?
Oh, Jesse, come on.
Get a spine, man. Say no.
Yes, you can call me after you take a cooking class. We'll see.
Hey.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll go
Jesse.
take a cooking class.
Come on, man. Like, really? You're going to go take a whole class and everything and show her a certificate just to get a second date?
Well, she's made a lot of good points. I mean, nobody else has told me this. At least she's upfront and honest with me about it.
Yeah, but she doesn't care about, like, the time, the energy, the effort you put into the night.
I mean, if I'm that bad, then yeah, I mean, I guess she has a right to be upset.
Thank you. At least you're open to improvement. You know, like, if you want to be better, then that's something I can get on board with.
Well, there you go. I think this is kind of a successful second date update, sort of.
It's so weird.
I mean, they always say, like, in couples, hey, you guys should make each other better. Doesn't matter if you do it by just degrading the other person until they do it. And that's what Adrian just did for Jesse.
Oh, nice.
Thanks for your time, you guys.
Thanks for the help. And if you guys know of any good cooking class, let me know.
I'll have people...